The former time, maybe last 30-40 years, it's a very big forest, but it has been cut down, logging. And this soil is just start up again now. And there are still, fortunately, many indigenous species or indigenous kinds of the plants native here left the seed, so they can grow again. But in this kind of condition, the land here, the geological structure, you will see that it is very unfertile. And if you dig down, it's very difficult to use your hoe because a lot of the rock, and they have only a very thin layer of soil, topsoil. Down is all the stone. So you will feel that why at night you feel it's very comfortable because it's cooling down very quick. But during the daytime, starting from now on, you will suffer from the heat stroke. just taking care of yourself. At noontime it will be, or afternoon around 2 or 3, the peak. I mean for temperature. Yeah, some place, especially here, it may raise up to near 40. In some place of Thailand, it's 42, 43. Yeah, so it is quite difficult to work during the daytime. That is why it may be different from the place you are coming from, the Himalayan regions, or those people who are coming from the base of the mountainous area. That is more comfortable. But here it's very difficult to live during the daytime. Especially in this condition, you will see that why Thai people don't like to walk along the street during daytime, even at a short distance, because a lot of pollution and it's very strong sunlight and high heat. It's very easy to get exhausted during the daytime. So we need the fiesta.
Siesta.
Sleeping.
Did you say fiesta at night and siesta in the daytime? Is that right? Fiesta at night? Okay. Some people?
Okay, since this area is one of, actually, when you see this and you go back, especially those people who coming from the temperate area, when I start to give a teaching, I will bring the student to lay down the plot, something like 1 square meter, and you count how many kind of plants in that 1 square meter. In the tropic, in Thailand we have around something like 2 at least, and in average is 3 kind of plants in 1 square meter. But if you are going up northern latitude to China, to last year, you put it one, maybe you won't find any, or you may have only one. But if you are going down to Indonesia, you may find something like 4. It's more and more diverse when you traveling down south to the equator. So that is why a lot of plants, when you travel into the tropical countries, you will see there are so many things. Even if you are traveling up north of Thailand to some hill area, or even in Nepal, on one tree, if you try to count how many things on that one tree, you may get over something like 30-40 kind of plants on the tree, on just one tree. That means the tropical climate is the hub or the house for natural resource, and one of the most important natural resource in that area is the one that is going to help curing the disease, what we call the medicinal plants. And that is why many big drug companies, they are searching for the drug from the herbs, from the plants in the central, in the tropical area. There is very big company, because at least I think so far, to my knowledge, is more than 50% of the modern drug now is deriving from the plant. But later they can identify the chemical structure and they can synthesize. So it's becoming more and more pure drug. But in our case, in the tropical country, most are less developed country than the temperate one. We have to rely on these crude drugs. And I think it's just like the gods give us something. We don't have high technology, but we have a lot of resource. The only thing is quite pity now is you don't know how to use your resource. This one and this one, you look at quite different. But actually in terms of botany, they are in the same family. They are just sister and brother. Yeah. And they can giving their own family again later after millions and million years of evolution. This takes time for plants, not just like animal, because they can move, but the plant cannot move. It takes million years, millions and million years to move from here to there, to change their genes inside, to develop a new things. So if you lost it today, no chance for the future. This is one of a bean, a kind of bean. This is also a bean. It's different. But to the one who is not botanist, everything look like the plants. Just green. And this is the plants. Yeah. Most of the bean, I would give a general idea scientifically. Most of the bean we call bean or pea. It is a bean or pea family. The characteristic of bean or pea, there is the chemical compound known as protein. Most of them are high in protein. So you go back and you see you have any bean or pea, you may try to use some of that. Try to investigate if your children is lack of protein. You can look for the source of protein and making a new food from this group. Just like the pad thai that I showed last night. You can eat the seed, it's very high protein. But you also have to be aware of the poison things in legume. Some are quite poison, either to your skin or by intake. Yeah, they have also some kind of the alkaloid in these families. I'm sorry that I cannot tell you about the common names. Because when we are talking about the common name, it is, especially in Thailand, we have not been colonized before. So no investigation from the Westerner in terms of the plants. They never give any common name because they don't know. So only we use is the local or indigenous name. So like this one. This one is the first found in Thailand, has been recorded to size. Here, it's a kind of ornamental. It's a pea with like a butterfly, the flower, quite small. Yeah. And the seed, young seed, you can eat it.
And so some of these bigger trees, how old are they?
This big tree is also one of the bean family. It's vary from small annual plants up to the big trees for bean family. And this bean family, this tree especially is characteristic for very dry area, very slow growing, but the wood is very durable and it's expensive. And one thing is that the wood of these things, since they have to survive under the severe condition, so they also develop the compound called tannin. Yes, inside. So not many insects can attack the tree. And the seed you can eat when it is young, but even for the solid one, some older generation they just chew it instead of cashew nut.
And this tree here?
This tree. This tree, I don't know. No leaf to see.
Leaves are gone in the dry season.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know this tree. But I know this tree. No. Different thing. Too many things to remember. The one that you cut down, this is one, which is has the spiny stem, and actually it can grow up to this size, the diameter of the stem. This one is too dry, so it keeps just small plants. And when you see the big one in the old time, maybe the World War One, we use this one. We are in lacking of any toothpaste or any
Toothpaste.
Antiseptic.
toothpaste and toothpick. So we use the bark of this one, and we just smash it, and then just use it in place of the toothpick. And it's very effective against the gum infection. So,
Okay.
yeah, it might have some antibacterial properties. Just for a hint for the chemist, phytochemist. Yeah,
So if you didn't brush your
do the
teeth this morning,
research. But don't use the whole twig because it's a lot of spy here. You are going to destroy your gum.
can we walk this way?
สีฟันคนทาไทยนี่มีสีฟันคนทาสีฟันเป็นคนทาชอบที่นี่ This one is also another
We better get back.
relative of lost apple, but it has very small fruit. But instead we use it. The flower is quite nice. It's in cluster purple along this axil, and again it contains the tannins. Yeah, most of the plants in this is the dry land. Mostly has a lot of tannin.
So the land is also full of rock.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Rocky area.
Yes. It's very difficult to dig.
I'm just remembering that place in Arizona where I've been. Where they have been in similar kinds of.
This one is a wild fruit, but no fruit now. Actually, it may attain the height of that small tree. Yeah. And actually the fruit is also contain tannin again, but some trees it has a quite sweet fruit. So during our trekking in the forest, we are looking for this wild fruit, and it helps relieve your thirsty during your under the heat.
The fruit.
Yeah, the fruit, refreshing.
How about the leaf?
The leaf, no investigation.
This is one we planted. We'll go this way. What is this tree? We planted this tree.
Who planted this tree?
One of the Youth Peace Ambassadors.
Huh?
This is
One of the Youth Peace Ambassadors planted. We have a pink, anything painted is planted.
Anybody don't know this tree?
it looks like
Mango.
and mango
Yeah, mango. This is mango tree.
because in our religious activities in our country, Hindu, we need this leaf. Just to make it. That's why we know that. Mango.
Mango tree.
In Thailand we have
Mango. Our national fruit. Mango.
really?
Yeah.
Philippines, yes.
We have the wild mango up to 80 kind of wild mango, but only one mango, one kind that the most common one kind that we eat is this one.
Carabao. Carabao.
Yeah.
It's
We have,
small. Is it
we
big?
have something like 200, what we call variety.
Variety,
Yes.
yeah.
So one I saw this.
So we have the small one like this up to about this size.
Yeah, I saw that.
Big one from green to red to white to yellow. Yeah. So
The big mango.
We have that.
Reddish.
and we have the
Yeah.
we eat it either raw during the green state or ripening state. Yeah. And all the way how we eat, it has their own group that we selected for eating raw or eating ripened. So some is quite sweet, some is quite crispy and nutty.
Wow. Nutty.
Yes.
Mango
and,
nutty.
Yes, and sweet and sour. So you have to try everything when you go back to
yes.
Bangkok.
Sour.
Some is very sour. You can use it in place of lime. But some is really sweet. Some is nutty.
Yes, spring water.
And with the special aroma. All that has been selected by people. Because Thai farmer or Thai eater, they have too many complaints about the taste.
So provided on
Yes.
days by
So the
nature,
breeder try to provide everything.
อาจารย์แล้วทองดำยังมีอยู่ไหมครับตอนนี้
ที่แซมไปใส่ลูกเบอร์เรอร์คอลเลอร์
There are many newly developed varieties. And when the new one arrives, the old one has been neglected and
system
extinct in a short period. That is quite pity as well. Because of the new technology in agriculture, you can replace the variety very quick. If I don't like this variety, I just take the one that I like and put it here, and it will give you the fruit next season.
So meaning in your agriculture, genetic engineering is very
No, actually, we didn't say that it is engineering.
it's still natural.
It's just very normal plant propagation techniques.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, very easy.
So it's just a natural.
Not
technique,
genetic engineering. Just cut it here, put it here, new
And
one.
then you want
Yeah, and then if it is not die, you wait for another season, you get a new fruit, new kind of fruit. But you have to know the relationship between the one that you bring in and this
the other
one.
one.
Otherwise, it may not compact.
A hybrid plant. Probably there's
We
an-
don't
an-
say that it's hybrid. We
still
call it the
not a-
graft.
grafting.
You can use the grafting or budding techniques. We don't just take the sperm from one to another tree. So we don't do any hybridization. And it
So
is
there's
very
no alteration of
No.
the enzyme or whatsoever.
no. It may have at some grafted area, but the top is what you like. The stock is the most environmental resistant.
and we can take out from the other.
Yes.
You should have,
If you don't like the one you take, later on, next few years,
we'll learn
the
a lot.
market change, their popularity, you take a new one, put it on. Very easy. But you know how, if you want to, after you change the top, if you want to get the fruits next season, actually we just put it, and maybe next few months we can get the fruit. It depends on the techniques. You have to know the growth state of the one that you bring in, and the growth state of the loose stock. You combine it. And you can do whatever you want. You can have something like 10 variety on the same tree, if you have a small space. Yeah. And if you want to show, even we normally we use it with bougainvillea. We use it with rose. We induce many branch and we put several color on. Yeah. And it's quite expensive, but easy technique. And mango. In Thailand, some variety we produce is we use the latex from the leaf or the fruits for killing some disease. And even the young shoot of some variety is very good for making salad. That has been specially developed for that purpose. Not all trees. Yes, you can eat all trees, the shoot, but maybe the one is delicious and this one is too astringent.
Right.
Yeah. So you have to see. I suppose we are close to the cannon practice field of the army. So just be fair. Wear your helmet. Maybe just across that mountain.
Okay, we're going to say.
Hope is no one getting here.
Don't touch it.
It's a Thai bean, mukuna. You can cut with this size, but don't this. Because you have a lot of, it has a lot of hair that can just extrude into your skin and very itchy. Allergic. I don't. Anybody know of this tree? Someone has grow this tree.
But the leaf look like a jackfruit.
It is jackfruit. Yeah, it is jackfruit. But since this area is quite dry, too dry for the jackfruit.
We need more water on this one later.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we need to clear the water on that. Good. We'll walk along here.
Again, jackfruit would be vegetable. Yeah. With the selected one, you can use the fruit, young fruit as vegetable. Starchy.
Okay, these are the plants. So this is a banana.
Yingyong ครับมะม่วงที่อยู่ในแอฟริกานี่เป็นพันธุ์อินเดียด้วยนะครับอินเดียหรือเดี๋ยวมันออกไปตรงนี้แอฟริกาหรือที่อินเดียกลุ่มของเรากลุ่มของอินเดียจะเป็นคนละอย่าง
Our professor also
เม็ดมันจะงอกของเราเม็ดจะงอกแล้วมีหลายต้นอินเดียเม็ดจะงอกเป็นต้น
no
ตามันตาเดียว
Okay.
not from
So we're doing a video. Next one. Yep.
Yes. This wine is one of the medicinal herbs. It can help if you have the fever. It's anti-fever. And actually, when you are traveling or do your trekking in the forest, in many places, you find there are many kind of bamboos. We rather depend our life on bamboo every meal. And the bamboo, all bamboo doesn't have any sweet shoot. It has some kind of acrid thing. I don't know, chemical compound. Some even have the oxalate. So, what the indigenous people do to get rid of those things, they pick this wine and put it and boil it with bamboo, and that bamboo is becoming sweet.
What is it?
Yanang.
By Yanang.
In Thai we call yanang. So you have to look this one when you are looking for the. I am not sure if someone want to do the researching because we are. I don't know because of the belief or not. We always have the gout disease or your joint inflammation.
Yeah.
If you eat a lot of bamboo shoot. And that is why many Chinese or Japanese, they don't eat much. But in Thai dish, we eat a lot. And we use this one. And it helps.
Help not to become gout. Really?
Yes. I don't know. It helps, but no investigation on this thing. You can try and
But
see.
I don't think I can bring that one to the Philippines.
Maybe you go back.
And try to find the
It
same
should
color.
be there somewhere
But can
in
I
the
get
dry
just
area.
a one leaf?
I can give you the scientific name, and you go
Okay,
back
yeah,
to the
right,
university,
Scientific
and
name,
you
okay.
find they
Okay.
should be there.
Okay.
Ask why I can dry it and send it to you.
Maybe yung ipa ko
Yeah.
And
And
they said that in the Philippines there are many
No, just
medicinal
stop.
plants
When
for
he
the
stopped
treatment
talking.
of gout. That's the
That must be.
problem. That must
you
be.
want to do
Recording.
some chemical investigation of the plants, go back and consult with the botanist there,
Yes.
Okay.
and you ask them.
There are
You
my
want to find
friends.
some
Bureau of
plants
Fisheries
that
send
has
the
the gout.
DNR.
So it's a shortcut for research work. But mostly the chemist does not believe the agriculturist. They does not believe the
Yeah, shortcut. Very wise.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I get the scientific name and then ask if.
So Ajahn Yingyong give you a shortcut.
Very bright. Yeah,
and
that's right.
the important things for the chemist is if you are starting to do the investigation. Example for this one, these plants, you should try to record everything original. You should have the sample. You should keep what we call moisture specimen. Because each plant from different, I mean even the same plant, but growing in different area, altitude.
Yes, yes. The 5 elements.
Somehow,
The
yes.
5 elements
Yes.
that you
Yeah.
taught us last night. Yes.
But so far I have my experience working with many chemists. They don't believe in this thing. One of my
But
friend.
me, I believe.
One of my friends from Korea, one time during one season he came to Thailand and he picked up, he just buy some vegetable in the market, local vegetable, and he go back and taste it. And he found that it's just very high antioxidant activity.
Wow.
He came back again,
Pick it up.
different season,
Different,
Bring it back
becomes
again.
different.
no activity.
Oh.
See, depends on the
This is the way.
the environment.
Ah.
The
Sometimes
factors.
the chemist
That's
or the
right, that's right.
researcher, they just
Depends
left
on the
because they think this one is not good.
Right.
Yeah, actually,
see.
some herbs
Uh-huh.
start their activity once it get into our digestive tract.
Because of the
Right.
chemical
Yes.
reaction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Now these are in this area are the plants that you bought and I planted. I want to show you.
This area,
Yeah.
They are designed. Yeah. And they are designed.
Okay, so okay.
we bring in.
We bought two types, but all of 50 of these are here. This one here.
So this is the one just grow during last 2 months before you came here. This is the one we call it Acacia pinnata. It has some special smell, or maybe bad smell. I don't know how special.
And can you eat this one raw?
Yes, we can. Normally, we in Thai cooking, we use the young shoot. It's supposed to be more. The young shoot, you can just steam it and eat it with many kind of chili sauce, or you can just chop it into the 5 piece and mix with the egg and fry it.
Tastes good.
Smell good too. Smell different.
But some bird is allergic to this one.
Maybe some birds are allergic.
Some bird when they smell this one.
Which bird?
These are the birds.
นกขุนทองนกขุนทองไม่ได้เลย
Should I smell it first?
นี่พลูนกขุนทองกินนี่แล้วตาย กินชนตาย
So we actually grew these. We were hoping that we'd have enough for a salad, but at least you can take a leaf from the ones with many leaves. Just take a piece and chew it to try. Yeah.
Try. and later you go back and you find something similar to this to be sure that it is edible, not killing you.
This is my favorite.
This is a valuable one here. Did you try one? You try a leaf. From the side, you just eat it.
I think you have it in your country too.
Yeah.
What is this? Before.
This good.
Good. Philippines we call
We eat the fruit.
What is a fruit too? What is it? เอ๊ะจานชมนี่มีลูกด้วยเหรอ ลูกด้วยเหรอเขากินแบบลูกชิด
No, I think it's different. That one.
That is different. That is epil.
อ๋ออันนี้มีลูกด้วยชมเนี่ย
เลยอมมีดอกมีลูกถ้าปลูกแล้วปล่อยไว้ส่วนใหญ่มันจะมีดอก
เขากินลูก
Pwede ka inin, no?
Yeah.
เพราะมันไม่ออกง่าย
Okay, so
Pero sana
the stump.
meron pang ano yun yung original.
This one is what we call the orchid tree. Yeah, it's going into the big tree.
Big tree, yeah.
Yes, big tree with maybe white or pink flower, and it just looks like this pretty flower. And yes, and you can eat the flower.
Yeah.
Yes. And some variety you can eat the young shoot as vegetable because it's giving you the somewhat sour taste. Yeah. We put it inside in some kind of curry.
So this area is called the stump because of the stump. So if we say meet at the stump, this is where it is.
Plant that you has already pulled it away this morning. It is this one. Maybe you have some use of this in your country. You know this one?
To make a temporary house.
How do you use this one?
Let's see.
We don't use this.
I think we use it to make a temporary house. We keep it. No.
This is ginger.
अनि यो साबुनको लागि हो के?
This one you use when you have the
Got the temper
The cut.
iodine,
Yes.
ginger iodine.
yes, it's very effective to stop breathing. And
Okay.
also when you do your trekking in the forest, you have been bitten by a lot of leech.
Yeah, leech. Yeah.
This one is also quite good for stop breathing from the leech.
Oh, I see. I will keep it in mind. I cut myself quite often here.
Yeah.
This is antiseptic.
Yes. Yeah. And here is also another tree. It may go up through that tree with the hanging pot. The young pot and the flower you can eat it. Yeah. It's coming early during the rainy season. Yeah. Actually, this type of forest you can find a lot of things to eat. Easy to find if you know. Some root crops you can just dig it up and put it in the fire and eat it. This one, this flower, suppose you know it, is lantana camera. It has been recorded as a toxic plant in the U.S. pharmacopoeia. Actually, it's not native here. It's coming from that area, from the American continent, and just spreading all over the country. The fruit is toxic if you eat it.
This is a golden shower. 2 golden showers.
Not sour.
Golden shower?
Huh?
Golden shower. No?
No. I think this one is one of the most durable wood plank in the tropic, and it is very expensive. It may be coming very big trees. The scientific name of this is Hopia odorata. It's typical to maybe from central part of Thailand up, and there is a belief that when it's containing about this size, the tree, which takes something like 100 years, and Thai people quite afraid of this tree because they believe that there is some spirit inhibit the trees. So that is my technique to use this tree as the protection plant from my villager extrusion. I plant a lot of trees in front of my orchard.
Or villagers are afraid, so they
Yes,
won't come
so
and take
they
the fruit.
They don't cut it, yeah.
They don't cut it and they just look at me strangely. What you are doing? Are you spirit? You live in this area?
Yeah.
But I'm happy. No one upset me. Only me say that. And the wood of this thing they use is for making the wood, the ship deck
Yeah.
in the sea because of their durability.
Now this tree grows so quickly. It has a plum.
No, Paulonia is less durable.
30 years only.
Yeah. This tree,
Yeah, it's
fast growing,
very fast growing.
but not long life. It will die after few years because we call it in Thai ตาย พันเท่า ตาย mean dead ไม่พันเท่า mean when still young. So it's growing. It is one of the most pioneering species we call it. It will come first growing, and then the others kind of plant is following, and then this one die. The other trees shooting up. Yeah. So maybe after 10 or 12 years, it's just dead.
Interesting to know. And it has a plum.
Huh?
Does it have a plum or fruit?
No,
No.
you cannot. I don't
I
know,
see.
but it's so small that no one
Okay.
have ever tried.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And that tree
Yeah.
with some yellow leaf, it is one of the medicine. It's one of the medicine that during the old time we used it for treating what we call the leprosy.
Yeah.
Leprosy.
Leprosy. Yeah.
They use the seed, the oil from the seed of these trees. This the member of the. It's just the cousin of the rubber tree. It has a very similar fruit but small one. It's common in the dry land, in the sandy land, along the beach, maybe in your country as well. And that big spiny thing
Yeah.
up there,
Look like Thai.
that not patai.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, but that one is also another medical tree. We use the wood inside, put in the water, and drink it. It relieves your thirsty during the summer season. Yeah, and and the color of the wood when you boil in the water turn yellow orange, and we use that color for as a edible color for coloring food and sweet. Yeah. It's also a member of legume. Yeah.
This is a jasmine on each side. What do you use jasmine for?
And this tree,
Yep.
also another medical herb.
Lips is in south. Huh? Look like
Not sour.
not but
Yeah, It is the same family as the rubber tree. Yes, but most of the rubber tree, as I mentioned, that the compound from the seed has a toxic principle. When you take it, you have a strong diarrhea. But the leaf, they use it for reducing fever. It's also common in Malaysia, in the dry land. And there are, this is one of the big family in the plant world, very big one, and they may be one of the most useful in terms of medicine. There are many members that we use.
Okay,
Again, the same Hopia odorata doesn't look good.
looks a bit dead. Well,
You need to cut it down.
it's sick.
Yes, cut the dry part.
Dead part off. Okay, we will. Yep. The ROA is dried up,
Yes.
unfortunately. That's ROA, but yeah, ROA is unfortunately got too dry. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we can put some sprinkler, the mini sprinkler, micro sprinkler,
Yeah.
and cover a bigger area.
Yeah.
But then it's induced a lot of weed.
Yeah. Yes. Well, it usually has more. Bougainvillea and acacia, civilized acacia. This acacia was planted 2.5 years ago from a small tree.
Acacia
It's very quick.
fast growing. We use it as a fast growing tree in Thailand. But some species is widespread very quick. So it's becoming the weed invasion. But actually if you have to use it for firewood, it's very good one. Yeah, because it's very fast growing. You just cut some twig down and then it's giving you new one very quick.
So we have a few acacia here.